Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the Amazfit T-Rex 2 that I'm wearing right now because I've been using it for almost a month. Today's review is based on my personal use case. I know everyone uses their smartwatch differently, but for me personally, I use it mainly to track my health as well as to track a couple of runs and walks that I do most of the time. I don't do extreme sports, so I'm just going to be sharing with you my personal thoughts of the Amazfit T-Rex 2, which I really come to love a lot. So today's video, I'm going to give you my top 5 things that I really love about the Amazfit T-Rex 2. Now the first and foremost, the first thing that I absolutely love about the Amazfit T-Rex 2 is the battery life. Now I have not said that for a very long time for smartwatches coming from Amazfit, but surprisingly, the Amazfit T-Rex 2 here actually came with phenomenal battery life. Now I was on a trip overseas last 2 weeks and I actually didn't bring along the charger, and I noticed that the watch itself was able to last 2 weeks on just a single charge. Now, this is my use case. I actually turn off the always on display. I have the raise to wake at a certain period of time, and I was getting my notifications on a daily basis. Apart from that, I also tracked a couple of activities that I did. So those were the items that I did during the 2 weeks, guys. And it actually lasted that entire period. So I was really amazed with the battery life of the Amazfit T-Rex 2. That's not something that I can say for smartwatches these days. Very, very good battery life. Now, the second thing that I really love about this watch is in terms of the GPS. Now, somehow I realized that the GPS actually locks onto, the satellites and all that a bit quicker on the Amazfit T-Rex 2 compared to any other Amazfit T-Rex device that I've used in the past. Now, for example, I was just walking along New York City and I wanted to track, my walks and all that like I always do. And I noticed that it locked onto GPS in approximately 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Now, GPS is really depending on where your location is. So sometimes the signal is not that great, but I noticed it was very consistent on the Amazfit T-Rex 2, and that's why I really love that about this watch. Now, moving on to the third point here, one thing that I also very like about this watch is in terms of the display. Now, Amazfit has been coming up with some really good displays on their smartwatches. It always comes with AMOLED displays, but this one here actually feels a bit smoother than their usual ones. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not also sure what the refresh rate is, but it's a very smooth refresh rate. If I have to give a brief idea, I would say that it might actually be a 90 Hz refresh rate display. I can't really tell, but it's just very fluid. And the best part here is that the brightness levels is always very sufficient no matter how bright the environment was. So again, just to refer to my use case, I was in NYC. The sun was crazy hot. It was one of the hottest days in the year, and I was still able to see the display on the Amazfit T-Rex 2 clearly without any issues. It's just so bright outdoors. So that's also something that you might want to take note of in case you're looking for a smartwatch like this. Alright, so let's move on to the fourth point here that I love about the watch, and that is really about those health trackers. Now, me personally, I actually wear the Amazfit T-Rex 2 just like any other smartwatch that I test throughout the entire day. And what I mean by that is that I also track my sleeps at night every day, guys, without fail. So I noticed that the Amazfit T-Rex 2 was actually quite accurate in terms of tracking my sleeps. It was able to tell when I go to bed, actually falling asleep very accurately, so that's great. I also noticed that the heart rate monitor is actually quite consistent with my blood pressure monitor that I'm actually monitoring as well. So it's quite accurate there. However, I still will not say that you should rely on this absolutely just for your health. If you are having any issues, the best bet is to always check in with your doctor. So that's that. Now, last but not least, the fifth thing that I like about this Amazfit T-Rex 2 is, of course, the latest design. Now, the design is almost close to perfect. The only thing that I didn't really like is the fact that we have this T-Rex wording on the strap here, slightly below the watch face itself. Other than that, it looks absolutely good. I mean, just take a look at this particular model here, the black and gold version. It looks fantastic, guys. Again, like my first impressions video, I mentioned that it looks very similar to a G-Shock. Now, I'm a fan of G-Shock, so naturally, I'm a huge fan of how the Amazfit T-Rex 2 looks, and I think it is the best looking Amazfit T-Rex to date. It's also quite comfortable on my wrist here. Again, I wear it throughout the entire day, so I can vouch for how comfortable it is. You guys can even see that I do have a white line over my wrist here because I've been wearing the watch for such a long time. But yeah, those are essentially my 5 top favorite things that I love about the Amazfit T-Rex 2. Of course, once again, there are a ton of features with the Amazfit T-Rex 2. There is this backtrack kind of feature that actually helps you to go back if you are going for hiking. You can also preload, routes onto the watch itself. I'll put the official link down below so you can find out more of those features. But if you are just in the market looking for something, a fancy looking, something that looks like a smartwatch, like a G-Shock smartwatch, you want those basic health trackers, you do your little bit of runs here and there. Let's say you're not like a huge sportsman and all that, I think the Amazfit T-Rex 2 here is actually something that you might want to check out. Other than that, if you have any further questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Again, I'll try my best to help you out. And thanks for staying all the way to the end as always. I really appreciate you guys checking my videos. I hope all of you are staying safe and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye!